Right, so today we're going to talk about free altcoins that could change your life by 2025. So these are projects that I think are going to, stand the test of time. I am going to cover three in this video, but expect follow-up videos because there are many more projects than just three that are going to be life-changing by 2025. We are super early in the crypto space and we haven't got mass adoption yet. So there's so much more to come. So with that said, welcome. Great to have you with us today watching this video. Really appreciate every single one of you. And just so you're aware, we cover videos on all the up-to-date news, technical analysis. We highlight hidden gems so you can go away, do your research, get in super early, make an absolute ton of cash. So if you like making money in crypto, hit that like button. It supports out the channel, pushes the content to like-minded individuals. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Tap that bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a thing. So, really important that you do all those wonderful things. It helps out the channel immensely. So I'm going to start with the cheapest project first. So let's head on down to the desktop and see which projects we're going to cover today. So the first one on the list is one that we're talking about more and more on the channel, and that is Multivac. So a project for me, we were getting in at less than a third of a cent, and it's a remarkable project. There's 10 billion max supply, and fantastic staking rewards at about just over 30%. Returns on your investment, which is just remarkable. It's a locked period until you get to 2 billion delegated, which is remarkable. We have seen an all-time high of over a cent historically, or over a cent and a half in fact. So for me, this is massively undervalued, and it's fantastic technology. If we head on over to the website here for Multivac, pioneering flexible blockchain platform based on trusted sharding. So this is a remarkable one. Definitely recommend doing research on this project. It's so early. There's barely anyone talking about it. So for me, it's one to definitely get involved in. It's multi-chain. You've got it on the Ethereum chain. I think it possibly on Binance as well. Need to double check that. I cover so many projects. But yeah, I need to check that. And obviously they've got their own chain as well, and their mainnet is now live. So really exciting. You've got your roadmap on here, all that wonderful stuff, all the partners. I believe the owner of KuCoin is also invested in this project. Massive backing. I expect this one to do remarkably well. You're not hearing about it because I don't feel that they've done too much marketing. We're looking to get the team on for an interview at some point. Let's have a look at Bridge here, see what they've got. So yeah, it's on the Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum chain as well, and obviously they've got their own mainnet as well. Staking site is dead easy. Just send your MTV to the MetaMask wallet, connect your wallet. Yeah, APR of 30, just over 30%, as you can see here. It's remarkable, right? You can search for your wallet and all that sort of stuff whilst you're delegated. So fantastic, getting closer to that target there. And then you will be able to be unlocked, and I think there's exciting things coming around, being able to run your own node, and hopefully third-party pools, because we would love to set up a pool ourselves here at Cheeky Crypto, because we do love making a passive income. So there's lots of people saying, where do you see this one going? I think this one's going to do remarkably well. It is super early, more risky than perhaps getting into Bitcoin, Ethereum or Cardano, but the way I see this is it's superior technology, and I guess superior technology doesn't guarantee that you're going to be the next Ethereum, but you know, it's definitely helpful along the way. So Nick and myself, when we look at projects, we look at the technology, we look at the team, and you know, we look at the sector in which they're operating, and who the competitors are. Now, you know, I look at this project like I do when I was looking back at Cardano, when it was sub 10 cent, when I was looking at Harmony, when it was less than a cent, so possibly around half a cent. You know, these are projects that, you know, are fantastic, got great teams, great tech, and Multivac is definitely in that camp for me. But it's super early, right? So they've been solely focused on the tech side of things, and I expect some marketing to sort of come to fruition shortly. And for me, I love the fact that it feels so early with this one, and that's one of the reasons why it's first on the list. I'm doing this in, you know, the price order, so which is cheapest first. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one for me is my biggest holding in cryptocurrency, and that is VeChain. For me, VeChain is just a remarkable project. I expect huge things from VeChain. We're doing lots of videos on VeChain recently, and it has to make it into this list at less than 13 cent. It's up 14% today, and that still feels like an absolute steal to me. We've seen it at over, you know, 23 cent historically, most recently this year. And for me, this one, once you know, you got your roadmap, some of the activities on the roadmap, you know, completed, I expect this one to do remarkably well. So for me, definitely one to go do your research if you're not involved in VeChain currently. I am in talks with the team to get a couple of interviews over the line. It's the first 5-star rated blockchain in the world. Lots of huge investments, and you know, you will hear lots of FUD around the fact that you know, it's a coin centralized in China. That isn't the case. I do need to clear this up. This is a project that is truly got partnerships all over the world, and they've got the tech that, you know, enables companies to move very quickly and efficiently in order to adopt their technology. So initially focusing on supply chain, there are many use cases for VeChain. You've started to see ENFTs. Remarkable project. You know, would love to get Sunny Lu on the show for a video interview. That would be remarkable. So yeah, for me, you know, that is a big goal of ours on the channel. Would love to talk about VeChain and the technology and everything that sits behind it. But you know, that's I guess a selfish channel aspiration. But a fantastic project. It's fantastic that we're now starting to see some of the influencers with over 1 million subscribers talking about how much they love this project. And this is one of the things that I feel sets us apart from some of the other influencers in the space. We were talking about this in the same way they are now, when it was less than half a cent. So, you know, for me, remarkable project. And, you know, sometimes you've got to be open-minded when looking at projects, and, you know, you lose out on over 18,000% gains if you don't get in early, you know, but there's still so much potential for upside when it comes to these projects. And this is why they're making this list, right? So yep, that's the next one on the list. And the third and final one for today's video is Chiliz. Now, this one's up 1.73%. I think this is a remarkable project that in the bear market, I am going to get extreme exposure to this project within my portfolio. I think that this one's going to do remarkably well. We're seeing World Mobile, you know, doing a lot in the space around sponsorships. And you know, their logo and name is now on the front of Fulham FC football shirts. You know, this is nothing new. There's other sponsors in the space that are doing the same. I think this is fantastic for adoption of cryptocurrency. So Messi moved from Barcelona to PSG. He got some of his sign-on fee in fan tokens, so crypto fan tokens. It wasn't Chiliz, but with that said, I think it's again another thing that is really good for crypto and exposure, and moving towards getting more people and that mass adoption that we always talk about on the channel. So for me, Chiliz is going to be one of those projects that really supports with all that side of things. And sport, like I say, we've got the World Mobile and Fulham deal. We've also got crypto.com, partnering with UFC, Formula One. There's lots of stuff going on. I expect lots of really interesting things to come from Chiliz as a cryptocurrency platform. We have a look at their website here. So official partners: Man City, Paris, Juventus, Roma. The list goes on and on. Do check out the website, go do your research, and can't stress that enough. Obviously this is not a sponsored video. None of these projects have sponsored us. They haven't made any payments to us. They haven't given us any tokens. This is unbiased. This is just my opinion on the projects in this space, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm heavily invested in Multivag. I'm heavily invested in VeChain. I've got a little bit of exposure, but it's tiny in comparison to my other portfolios for Chile. But I will get like a big position in Chiliz, right? I do rate this project. So for me, these projects, lots of upside. And for 2025, I can see these projects enabling people to retire very, very early if they hodl and the projects continue to do what we expect them to do in the space, right, with no regulatory hiccups and that sort of stuff. So with all of that said, obviously these are particularly Multivag and Chiliz, they're more riskier investments than perhaps going into Bitcoin or Ethereum. I'm never going to argue that they're not, but it's closed-minded to not look at these projects because of the amount of risk that's involved. But with that said, only invest what you're willing to lose. Crypto is a volatile market. Don't worry about too much about the swings in the market. If you're hodling long term or a long-term investor, whether that's 1 cycle, 2 cycles, 3 cycles, you're going to do remarkably well because we're here so early, as long as you select the right projects. I am not a financial advisor, so treat this video as educational content only. You've got to do your own research. So with all that said, I hope you liked the projects that I selected for this video. I will be doing follow-on videos from this because there aren't just 3 projects, in my opinion, that are gonna, do remarkably well by 2025 and ultimately support people in retiring. I've tried to pick some that are less mainstream at the moment. Like I could have gone with Cardano, for example, which is going to do remarkably well. I could have gone with XRP. I could have gone with Ethereum. I could have gone with so many other projects, Singularity DAO. There's so many. So we will do separate videos where I'll break down some more of these projects. Do let me know in the comments what projects you think are going to be life-changing. Try to stay away from the mainstream ones. I'm really interested in hidden gems, that sort of stuff. So yeah, do let me know in the comments and let me know what you think of these ones. With all that said, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.